Welcome to the 46th Annual Old-Fashioned Harvest Market. Due to the ongoing pandemic, we will be broadcasting the environmentally correct Lawnmower Brigade in virtual mode, thanks to the kindness of Mount Mansfield Cable TV. I'm your host, Dave Williamson, from Off the Sidewalk News, and I'll be bringing you play-by-play action of the brigade in its full harvest market glory. Let's take a moment to talk to the brigade's Commander General Emeritus, Jim Carter. Jim, good morning, and thanks for being here.
Hey, good morning, Dave. Thanks for doing this, and thank Mount Mansfield TV for doing this.
Yeah. Can you tell us about the inception of the brigade and some of its illustrious history?
Well, the brigade started back in 1995 when actually a teacher at the Underhill ID School behind me, which was the Underhill ID School, Mary Wythe and her husband Joe, they knew of the parade. The parade had been going on, and it was pretty limited. I'm not being critical, but it was the fire department, which is tremendous in this community, and the Cub Scouts and the 4-H. And so Mary Wythe, the teacher of the ID, and her husband Joe said, geez, maybe we could spruce the parade up just a little bit and get people laughing. And so Mary and my wife Susan Carter, who's the secretary at the school, came up with this idea of the Lawnmower Brigade. So I rounded up some of my friends, and they are still my friends, 10 of them, and all 10 except Joe. Joe Weiss moved out of town, but all 10 have been with us for 26 years. And each year we have a theme. We had Fred Tuttle here. Some of you might remember Spread Fred. We had Captain Phillips. We had Champ. We did a bicycle thing in support of Lance Armstrong. And we've been a little bit political sometimes, but we really want people to laugh. We really want people to just have some fun and laugh. We don't laugh enough, and certainly during these times. So that's the idea of it, and we've been going, like I say, every year for 26 years with the same people.
10 seconds!
So Jim,
yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about who you are for this parade?
Well, today I'm putting a little bit of a political spoof on Donald Trump, President Donald Trump. And we're in a political situation this year, obviously, with the presidential election on November 3rd. And so I did just send a spoof on Donald Trump.
That's great. I hear you required early morning practices for the past 6 months, and more recently, double daily sessions to get the team ready.
Yeah, we've never practiced, but I spoof about having double sessions because I was a coach and that type of thing. But no, we've never practiced. We just show up on the 20th. I get to guys. Actually, did it electronically this year, and talked to everybody on the phone about what we were doing, and. Yeah, so we don't practice. We just show up, and you'll see one of our formations, and one is chaos, which is pretty much what we are all the time. But we're just having fun.
Well, we have a gorgeous day for our lawn mowing parade, and out in front we have banner carriers Beckett and Bowden Ferrara. They could be new recruits in a couple of years. It all goes well. So some of the maneuvers that we'll be seeing is that they started off in ranks, and you'll notice that they were socially distanced and all wearing masks. They go to a single file. This is a single file routine. And now they're going into their famous circle up. Look at the precision that these guys bring to this particular maneuver.
Yeah, I'm representing the younger generation in this group, and kind of the juxtaposition of asking college kids and young kids to try to stay home and socially distance, but at the same time live a normal life and try to do what college kids and high school kids are supposed to be doing.
Great. As the youngest member of the team, you must be humbled by all the years of experience the other team members bring. What's the one thing you are worried about when performing with such lawnmower royalty?
Well, there was certainly a lot of pressure joining this elite group. I talked to a lot of people, tried to get a lot of advice, because it was very, very, very concerning to me. I mean, you can just see. Oh, wow. I guess that's all I have. I mean, it felt like the easiest part for me to jump into was the chaos, which I already heard Jim talking about, and I feel like I'll be instrumental in that.
Hey,
Hank?
knock on my door.
Hank?
Knock on my door. What do you want?
Jeez.
Okay.
Hank! Hank!
Hi.
Can you tell us a little about your character here?
I am Isolation Man. Due to the pandemic, everybody got to hide.
Hank!
Yes. Can I help you?
Quick question.
Please.
As the local handyman of the brigade, I want to know whether you've ever had to perform any emergency service on the team's mowers during the parade.
Just once.
Just
Duct
once.
tape solved it.
Excellent. Well, we hope to see you out there and having a good time today.
Well, thank you very much, Dave.
Thank
you have
you,
yourself
Hank.
a wonderful day.
Forming a circle. Okay, this is known as their pirouette in one direction. They're all good. And now we're seeing them pirouette in a reverse position. This requires a lot of coordination and skill to present this type of oh my gosh. This is a new maneuver this year. We haven't seen this one before. And this looks like the famous chaos maneuver. This is where the individuality of each member brings their best.
I am Whitty, the masked welder. I speak in alliteration.
You do.
Most of the time, many times, monumental times.
That's great. Quick question. You've got such a great looking mower here. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
This mower is about 55 years old. It belonged to Jim Carter. I'm not sure if he brought it up from Windsor, Vermont. I know there are a couple of lawnmowers we have that are even older than that.
And they all seem to be moving and cutting, and
They all seem to work, yes.
that's great. That's great that you keep them in such good operating condition.
Morning.
Can you tell me a little bit about your character for today?
Well, Dave, that's a great question. But I must say, at such a time of social unrest and economic challenge due to this virus, we need to make sure that the wealthiest 1% in our country pays their fair share. It's about time that we make sure that the working class people of the U.S. get what they deserve.
Wow, that's a pretty strong stance that you've got there, Bernie. Listen, just a quick question. Rumor has it you were tapped for the brigade because of the great way you kept the area soccer fields manicured. Do you have any comment on that?
Again, that's a great question, but more importantly, our drug companies today are really stealing money from our wallets at the risk of the health of our American citizens.
I'm a Mass middle school teacher. I'm here marching in support of all the Vermont teachers who are out there putting themselves on the line for our kids.
That's really wonderful of you to be doing that. Listen, Bo, has previous classroom management helped bring certain discipline to the team over the years?
Well, fortunately I was a special educator, and I worked primarily with kids with emotional problems. Never have I met a challenge as great as this group. And I must say I have not been overly successful. And I've used many of the like state-of-the-art techniques to no avail.
They're always kind of one of the highlights of the parade. It is total utter chaos, and Jim Carter as a coach is just outstanding. They seem to be a little out of step without the music.
This is a bunch of crazy men who get out with their lawnmowers and pick a theme and do something funny. I love it every year. It's the highlight of the parade.
And back to starting ranks, and we'll see them pop into that single file and repeat. We're waving! Wave! Skip, over here, please. Skip, come on over. Good morning, Skip. Watch my toes, please. Thank you. Skip, can you tell us a little bit about your character today?
I just care about keeping everybody safe. And I thought the more masks that I wear, the safer you would be, Dave. I just care about you.
I appreciate that care and concern, Skip. That's really important. Listen, do you find it as difficult to follow the brigade's intricate maneuvers as you do wearing your masks?
Oh no, I just do my own maneuvers and it works just fine.
Well,
at least they keep asking me to come back and do it again and again, and I haven't changed anything in 25 years.
It looks like you have some kind of association with the U.S. Postal Service.
Yes, I do. Fortunately, I was picked by my leader.
You were picked by your leader.
It cost me a lot, but you know.
I see.
I got the job.
I see. Tell me, when do you expect the Postal Service to be printing out mask stamps?
Mask stamp? That's an interesting question. I suppose right after the stamps that are falling off the mail-in ballots now are thrown out.
I'm actually 35, and I put this mask on so that A, I get more strokes from my competitors, and B, I can hit from the forward tees. So people think I'm old, so they allow me to get as close to the hole as I can before I start playing. And it also protects me from the virus.
That's a very interesting strategy, Steve.
Yes, yes.
Has wearing a mask handicapped your golf game?
Yes.
How so?
Well, I can't look down that well to see the ball on the green, so I just hit it and say it's in, and they allow me to do that because they think I'm old.
Yes, I'm representing all those people that are working from home during the COVID virus that are Zooming, but lucky enough to have a job.
That's really, really good. Listen, I do have a question for you. I know you're a retired engineer. Do the precision movements performed by this team meet your exacting standards?
Well, you know, we have in engineering we have something called quality control, and this group doesn't really fit into our criteria most of the time.
This just brings tears to your eyes to see this amount of effort and fun going into such a production. Only in Vermont, folks. Thanks for joining us today. Many thanks to Mount Mansfield Cable TV and Angelique Contis for helping with the filming of this annual event. This is Dave Williamson signing off. Be kind, stay healthy, stay strong. And thanks to all of you who have joined us today, and have a great day.